disgusted. And it's a lot, but what can you do?
What? This didn't used to happen, did it? But now we're at this point in our lives where, like, the week before going on holiday, it's like, dear God, just let me get through this week. Just let me not kill anyone.
I just know it doesn't really matter what I have planned and all of the things I have in place. No one's going to read anything. No one's going to action anything. And when I get back, I'm going to be like, this happened, but you weren't here to fix it. It was just like, because I gave you clear instructions on how to fix it, because I was expecting this, that, like, I planned for this.
Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised when I went in on Monday that actually not that much had happened.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, though? Don't you need things to happen?
Yeah, but nothing bad had happened.
Okay.
And I think that's just because, like, a lot of people are off at my work.
Oh, well, that's good. It's quiet time.
Yeah, so the dancers are back today. I was like, oh no, I didn't fully enjoy it when you weren't here. It's like slow the whole building down.
Yeah, it's like when you don't have your kids for the night, you don't really feel like you've done enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you should have utilised the time much better.
Yeah, completely. It's exactly that, because A, they like pour in the lift so you can't like move anything, get anything done, and B, we have to have the heating on when they're in.
Why?
Because they can't get cold, they can't cool down once they're warm. So it's like, oh no, we've had 4 weeks without the heating on. I didn't like savour that we didn't have the heating on.
These are the little details that people don't know. Like, that's not even something that would be on my radar. Like, I would never think about that.
Oh, it's you know, the first week of August, we've got to put the heating on. I'm getting the Christmas show in tomorrow.
Oh, dear Lord.
It's Christmas, baby.
Fuck. Right, well.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives, though. We are going to talk about the New Jersey finale, but we should talk about words on the street first. So, Jenny, what are your words on the street?
Phaedra's back.
Phaedra's back.
The
What are your
women of
thoughts on
Beverly
this?
Hills are in the Caribbean wearing full carnival garb.
Oh my God,
It-
I have. It's intense. It's high cut.
Kyle looks insane.
They all look, because I think Erica looks too thin.
Yes, Erica
Looks unnatural.
Yeah, would have looked amazing. Yeah.
It's like where you naturally fit, isn't it? But yeah, I saw that. I've only
I
seen
can't wait.
photos.
He's done.
Oh my God.
That's going to be a weird thing.
Yeah. It's just someone's gonna need some safety pins on there. It's just not gonna quite gonna work.
You have to like have the middle part out really far, and then like the bottom half like in really thick. Like it's just as that sticky food.
Yeah, I
To
think
stop herself from swelling. She's swollen. That's what she looks swollen.
like her stomach is swelling because she's empty.
Because she's empty and all she does is pump herself full of grapefruit juice and vodka.
God,
I'm not mad at
imagine but it feels like she's gonna have ulcers.
Well, she probably does, but she probably doesn't realise it because she drinks so much.
No.
Like Marisol.
Yeah, they're in a kind of similar tottery little drunk, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you be if you're richer than God and you don't have to work? I would be drunk the whole time.
Yeah, but I also think I would just be drunk and fat.
Yeah, fair. Same. Same.
I can't imagine whatever we're doing, we're getting those tottery little legs.
No, because it's just a cycle of eating junk food and then drinking again and eating junk food and drinking again.
And we would eat great food as well. We would go out to lovely restaurants.
Oh, yeah, I'd be eating all the fucking time. You want to go for a 4 Michelin star restaurant dinner? Yes, let's go.
Do it. Absolutely.
I didn't want to go for a 3-star for lunch. Yes.
Yeah, completely. Would be great at being right.
Fried chicken and waffles for breakfast? Absolutely.
Sign me right up.
Let's fly to Nashville. Fuck it. Let's go New Orleans for some beignets. Let's just go for the day and eat beignets and like fucking seafood. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, let's talk about Phaedra. So I am
What are your thoughts? Okay, yes. I think that's the general outcome, isn't it?
It's not. I had responses to my tweet saying, for entertainment value, I can't fucking wait. But morally, I'm not sure how I feel about it. And I've had...
It is being torn.
I've said that. Then I've had the responses. So I've had one person, the Bravo fanatic, shout out to you on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck it's called, who was very open with their response and put it out into the ether world to see and said, I'm not torn. I think it's a fantastic, great idea. It's been long enough.
Okay. That's as long as we need, is it?
The statute of limitations, maybe. But is that acceptable? If this was a man who had done what she done to Candy and to Portia, would this same grace be extended? Probably not.
It's I keep seeing the Kenya comparison, like
oh, that too.
Yeah, like Kenya's been like sacked, and at what point does then it like mean the doors are back open for her? Or like it just seems the idea that you're sacking someone for like revealing something about someone sexually that is actually genuinely true, did happen.
Yeah.
Versus like an allegation, like, well, you're hiring someone back who made that allegation, does seem a bit murky.
It does, but I've had a bunch of other messages in the personal space where they haven't wanted people to see their response.
Right, okay.
So they're saying it with their whole chest, but in private.
But with a mask on.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, you know, it's probably about a 70-30 split where everyone is on the side of Phaedra coming back.
Yeah.
Look, we've been very, if you haven't listened to it, go back and listen to our Ultimate Girls Trip episodes where Phaedra comes back, or the early episodes of Married to Medicine that we watched when Phaedra came back. We are very much Phaedra fans. My husband
love the Phaedra character.
Yeah, my husband's obsessed with Phaedra. When he watched her on Girls Trip, that 1-2 episodes, he was like, who is this bitch? She is amazing. And it's the one-liners. It's the quick wit. It's the her ability to laugh at herself to a certain extent. And it's like, there's something unique about the way her brain works. And I'm fully obsessed. I don't believe any fucking thing she puts out there about her life. I don't believe anything she portrays about herself on TV. But I am aware of that, and I live for it.
Yeah, we're here for the ride.
And it's fine. But she put out a serious allegation into the world.
Yeah, and she couldn't hide behind like I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, it's a lot.
You're a lawyer.
Yeah, like you know the deal. I think she was all the things you've just said, so funny and witty and quick-witted on the traitors that people have really, really like leaned into her.
But then
all that like side eye.
But hurt people do some really fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
And she was going through a really rough time in terms of her life was falling apart, and someone that she thought was beneath her was soaring and doing well. And she didn't like it. And that's why she kind of moved away from Candy and moved towards Portia, because she felt like she was better than Portia.
Yeah.
And she lost that comeuppance over Candy. And I think that goes a long way. And I think ego gets into it. And I think stuff happens. But if Candy had got arrested and was investigated by the police over the allegation, would Phaedra have said, I fucked up?
Oh, yeah. Who knows?
I don't think she would have.
No.
The only reason why it all came out was because Portia said it at the reunion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's mad.
It's bizarre to me. However, will I watch? Yes. Am I going to enjoy it? Very much so. So say what you want about my personality, whatever. I don't care.
So my other word on the street is Vicky Gumbelson.
What about her?
She is being investigated. She's been accused of elder abuse, like financially scamming older people.
No, is she Jen?
Yeah, she's the new Jen.
No, I don't believe Vicky would do that. I don't think. There's something about Vicky that says that she's too shrewd of a businesswoman.
Okay.
I think she would have unwittingly agreed to sign up to a service that did that.
Okay.
But I don't think
she's shrewd.
I'll retract my previous statement. She's not a shrewd businesswoman. I just think she cares about longevity, business and financial stability to have any involvement in fucking that up. Because anyone who goes into criminal activity isn't going into it for a long time.
No, true.
You know you're going to get caught at some point.
Well, I don't know. I don't think people do, but yes, okay. I like what you're saying. I feel like I can believe that narrative.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I saw is that Mary Crosby might be getting divorced.
Yeah, she responded to someone and said that's not true, but I don't believe her saying that that's not true.
I feel like she might not be getting divorced, but she might be getting some kind of, annulment or something. Like, she'll be like, oh, we don't get divorced because we're our own brand of gold.
I think she's going to kill him.
If she was going to kill him, why would she not have done it yet?
Because I think she's biding her time. I think she's been slowly killing his ass since the day they got married, with like, the odd ground up cherry pip in his dinner, Ozark style.
The cherry pips kill you?
Yeah, it's that cyanide or arsenic in them or something.
Is there?
Yeah, so if you have enough, you can kill someone, yeah. I learned that on Ozark.
Every day.
Ozark?
I have watched Ozark.
And you didn't
remember?
Remember the rednecks that ran the heroin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she killed the husband.
The thing is, what I have learned is that I watch TV and I'm like, it's like a goldfish, and then it's just like completely gone.
Good Lord.
I can't remember shit.
It must be good for you though. Everything must be exciting.
So exciting. And like when it's revealed who done it, I'm like, oh my God, I had no idea. Sounds like we saw him kill that man and chop him up in the freezer. And I'm like, did we?
Have you watched those Onion films?
Yeah, they're terrible.
Like, they're great films, but you mustn't be able to keep up at all.
But I don't try and keep up. I just let it wash over me. Why is he doing that accent in that film, though?
I don't even know what accent it is.
No, it's not his voice, though. I think we can all agree it's not his voice. And it's not required. Because those are books. And in those books, it doesn't say...
He's whatever he's supposed to be.
Yeah, from the southern states. I don't know what he's going to be, deputy dog?
But even now and again, he's like Scottish. Or
it's fucking roaming all over the place, isn't it?
It's madness. All right, let's get onto this.
Okay, so, right. I had such an exciting time. I know so many people are so upset, whereas I was like, this is fucking brilliant. I was like vibrating.
I thoroughly enjoyed it as I was watching it.
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
then
bad.
When it finished, I was like, I'm a little bit underwhelmed because there was stuff missing. Like, where was that scene
stuff missing?
When Louis admits to stealing Teresa's money or whatever it is when they're arguing outside. Where was that?
Where was the scene where Joe Benigno talks about how he pissed all the money away?
Yeah.
I am so polarized and I'm unwavering. You will not be able to convince me otherwise, which is who is the good people and the bad people. I have people in this cast who I'm like, these are the people. These are the best people in the world.
Okay.
And they are like Dolo.
Yes, obviously, that's your wife.
Joe Benigno, I think he's great.
Yes, fantastic.
Brilliant. He's such a nice person. Like, he's like the only person who's going to insist that you go to hospital when you have an allergic reaction. I'm like, this is what we need. This is fucking grown up. And I'm completely in love with Nate. I think he's amazing.
Even with his man boobs?
Even with his man boobs. He's a spot piece of shit, man.
Do you see what they did? They released a photo shoot with him with his top off.
His sexy photo shoot. Yeah, they did very well.
Obsessed.
Yeah, they did great. And like, fucking Jen Aiden, I'm like, I can't. You're such a piece of shit. So technically, we've got like 2 episodes to talk about, haven't we?
Then let's just do the finale.
Okay, let's do the finale. So we are not going to go on the trip because the house burned down.
Yep.
Which is quite fantastically talismanic.
Can we first talk about the opening credits being in black and white?
Yeah.
And the end credits being in black and white. And everyone talking about how it's the final sit down, it's the final conversation, it's the final. Like, what does this mean?
It means we all know it's the last time.
We can't get rid of New Jersey,
but we can get rid of New Jersey in this format.
Yeah, fair. We can. Yeah,
like Andy Cohen is absolutely saying that. Dolores says if she could bring 2 people back, she'd bring back
Fessler and
Teresa.
Yeah.
So. I think the days of Marge are done.
Yeah. Although Dolores turns up Fessler turns up at Marge's house at the start, right?
Yeah. What time of day do you think that is?
I don't know, because she said it was 10 a.m, but it was after the sit down at Teresa's.
Yeah. So we've sat down at Teresa's with that fucking lawyer, where we've learned nothing.
Nothing at all. They tried to do Salt Lake City finale and it didn't land. No one had receipts, screenshots, and timelines. It wasn't the same. Sad imitation. But shout out to Salt Lake City though for having a 14 season plus franchise try copy your third season finale. So I'm here for it. Good job.
Absolutely. But yeah, so it's all set in black and white. It's all like everyone's agreed. This is, you know, it's the Last Supper. It's the end. Everybody's talking about it. There's all the montages of the Gorga family through time. It's been a long time we've been looking at them.
Oh, season 3, Melissa started
many noses ago.
And she's been lying since the first fucking episode. Anyway, so Fessler is at Marge's house. And I have to say, if I was to be rich and say to an interior designer to do my house, I would send them a Pinterest board of Margaret Joseph's house and say, I want this
house.
It's just so me. It's gauche. It's brash. It's tastefully done. It's bright.
Oh yeah, all the maximalism is great. I don't think I like that sofa though.
Oh, the sofa's my favorite part.
Oh, is it?
Oh, I'm obsessed.
But you know, I think this has hurt me because I'm looking for new sofas and I'm doing that thing where I'm like, I don't like anything.
Yeah, you need that one made.
I know, but that's like $8,000.
I know.
Sofa.
I know. Could you not just get the frame made and you did all of the?
I upholstered the current sofa. My God, it's so hard and it's falling to bits. It's really hard. You've got to be so strong.
Just keep it.
And also, it takes so long. Anyway, yes. So I
love the dynamic between Fessler and Marge. They're like, am I allowed to say yenta?
Yes, I think so.
They're like yentas, aren't they? The way they're so awkward and gaggling and cackling and fucking fawning over each other. I just love
they're like have real wifeys.
Yeah, they have these Jersey accents that are so broad and like just I just obsessed with that whole scene. And then she serves her wine at 10 a.m. But they also have cronuts and banana pudding, which I feel like that's a good friend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But she says the wine is bad.
But it was her good wine.
She's kept it too long. That's potentially the problem when you're Marge's age.
Yeah, because she doesn't drink, does she?
Yeah.
I never have that problem in my house.
No worries here.
And then Marge explains about the flower arrangement that she said,
oh my God, the funeral arrangement. I thought that was brilliant.
That was one of the most epic Housewives moments of all time.
I love it.
I feel like it's been done though. I feel like someone else has done it.
Maybe.
Someone else sent like a Lily's or something like. I just remember it happening in a Housewives show before, and I can't remember who did it. Listeners, if you can tell me who it was, I'd really appreciate it because I know it's happened before. But anyway, great move, fucking chess move. I'm obsessed.
Great, and the timing and all of it, beautiful.
Fantastic.
I mean, watching Teresa read, I think I can say that as a dyslexic person. My God.
But then the bits about Jackie starts coming out. So like, it's like Jackie's a hypocrite. Wait until I drop the bombs. Wait until this happens. Wait till that happens. And you know what? I never saw that part. I never saw the end coming. I'm not going to lie.
No.
I watched it twice because, you know, I have to watch it once to kind of be in the moment and I have to take notes the second time. And at no point, even like I only started noticing the tidbits about Jackie the second time. And I was like, at no point even still would I have guessed that that's what the fuck was going to come out. But, oh, brilliant.
I mean, like I just said, I've never guessed anything ever. So
no, yeah, that's fair.
So I'm like, whoa!
I know. Then Dolores rings and says, I'm in the area, I'm coming over. Picks up in her Rolls Royce. Why is she driving a Rolls Royce?
Her Rolls Royce and her Juicy Couture, come on.
Yeah. Public service announcement. If you can afford a Rolls Royce, get a driver.
I very much think this.
Have a Bentley. If you can't afford a driver, drive a Bentley. But if you got Rolls Royce money, bitch, get a driver.
So she has rocked up. I loved the general heightening of the Jersey mobby aesthetic in this episode. I could not be more here for.
Rachel Fruder's outfit.
Rachel,
my God.
Outfit. I mean, it's absolutely perfect.
And the hair. Oh, fucking chef's kiss. Amazing.
So we come in and it like flips, it explodes.
The venom in Dolores's face.
When you can see the veins in her scalp, I mean, Margaret is so brave. I'd have been like, I am out of here, man.
But she stood her ground one that, like, she didn't back down at all.
No. And she wasn't scared to talk. She was like, I was scared. I was nearly crying. I was like, you were fucking not.
But I feel like Dolores has screamed at her like that before.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I get angry, people know the difference between me being loud and me being angry. Yeah. But strangers don't really know that. And I think with Dolores, people understand. But when you're looking at someone in their face, you call them a fucking lying cunt. Then stand up, and tower over them and point in their face, and all of your veins are popping out and you're gritting your teeth and you are fuming. At some point, I'm going to be like, this bitch is about to kill me.
Yeah.
I need to see a highlight reel of all of Patterson Dolores's moments.
Oh, this was the most, I think.
This was even better than when Frank carried her out over his shoulder that time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, she was mad. And this is what I mean about the Jerseyfying, is it all boils down to the thing. They have got their triggers. Each one of them has a word that will set them off. And for Dolores, it's lying. And for Danielle, it's husband. And for Teresa, it's kids. And like, they're all just like, you are pushing the buttons. They're all like at that point. They're all at the point that you are at this week of being like, I need a holiday.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But then Marge starts explaining the timeline. And she's like, I never spoke to the ex in 2021.
Yeah, but then she said she did like this.
No, but I don't know. Okay, I thought this, but I don't know if she does. I feel like she said, I never spoke to her in February 2021. Because that is the time that Dolores and Teresa and everyone kept saying, in February 2021, you reached out to her. And Marge kept saying, I did not reach out to her in February 2021. I reached out to her on this time. It's the same as Heather Dubrow saying, I never called the paparazzi. So she's lying by omission, because what she's saying is, I never called them, but I sure as hell sent them a fucking DM or a text message.
Yeah, like technically I'm telling you the truth.
So I just feel like, and also February 2021 is what Jackie quotes.
Yeah.
She said she had the conversation. So I don't know if Marge was lying about that.
What I think is interesting is that Marge has spoken to the ex, and Marge has done all the things that she's saying, that she's like upset that she's being accused of. She's very much done all of those, but she's just smart enough at this game to be like, oh, but if we're really upset about this, then we have to be upset about it for Jackie too. Because Jackie is being a two-faced bitch and I'm not.
Oh, I tweeted, Jackie is a lesson of life for all of our daughters. Stop trying to be that girl, because it comes back and bites you in the fucking ass every time.
Do not be that pick me.
Stand your ground and be who you are and be confident in your skin. And I think I may show my teenage daughter when she gets to a certain age all of Jackie's seasons and being like, don't be like her. That's all. I'm trying to just raise you not to be this girl. Like, get the hot husband and have the twins and have the nice house.
She's rather have twins. Is she? Look at your postcode.
Yes. But like, Jesus. Anyway, so
then they make up and it's fine and they hug. But Dolores is like, no, I've seen your true colors.
She's made a mental note. And that's it now.
Like, fuck.
Yeah. Anything she does now, that's it. She's fucked.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from that.
No.
None whatsoever.
So then they say they're going to have the last. There's no, what did they say? Gumbaya.
Goodbye. To be fair, I can see how they got there.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what does kumbaya even mean? Like, who knows?
I don't know.
So yes, they say they're going to have one last lunch, dinner, and then we go to Rachel's house for Danielle and Melissa.
Yes. And Fuda didn't have an allergic reaction. He swallowed a bone.
A slither of bone.
Got caught in his throat.
I think that was just pure karma.
Do you not think it was really funny when the paramedics asked him if his lips were normal? Because that's not normal. And it's like the whole world has been looking at this.
Going, yeah, that's what it normally looks like.
His Mr. Burns looking face.
Yeah. Yeah, and so, I mean, that scene was just hilarious. It also made me realize how good at this game Joe Gorga is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when Louis there with his fucking shit anemic looking food and his creepy devotional videos and like,
okay.
Joe Gorga's like, hey, ambulance people, would you like a steak? Like, you guys work so hard. I was like, this is how you do it, man. This is how you get people on side.
Look, I have a lot of issues with Joe Gorga. I think he's a deplorable human and I don't think he's a nice man. But I would hang out with that dude.
And compared to Louis,
he's a stand-up guy.
I saw someone and they were like, oh, but like, I can't remember what it was about. Like something about Louis, but if someone else did this, like, would you feel the same? Like, why is it different? I was like, because looking at him makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
My man cave. I did this to my man cave. This is clearly your wife's podcast studio. Like, fuck off. You creepy fuck. And what about what he said about Margaret's
Oh, we're not there yet. Let's wait.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, so they go to... But I did think John Fuda wearing the pajamas, I was like, what are you trying to do here?
Yeah.
Like, get out of that business. I thought that was really shitty.
So Danielle gives Rachel and Melissa the lowdown of the sit-down with the lawyer.
And Melissa's like, well, but the ex reached out to everybody.
But not only that, Louis' niece.
Oh, yeah.
And then she gave all the different methods. I thought it was hilarious when she was like, what was it? Like,
they
signed for paper.
Email. They had a signed letter. They sent me a fax. There was semaphore. We got like everything.
A telegraph.
Yeah. There was Morse code. A hot air balloon. A carrier pigeon.
But at some point, are you not looking at it going, I have to like
read it,
be on side with my sister and my sister-in-law to protect them and the nieces, regardless of what bullshit is going on? If you genuinely have this level of concern about the way that this man has come into your family's life, would you not suck it up and pretend that you were all cool and cushy so you can keep an eye on the situation? I think I would.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Like, you can't be sitting there crying and preaching that he's dangerous and he's scary and he's fucked me over and he's a bad guy and he's this and he's that and I love my kids and I love my sister when you're happily letting it happen.
I don't know. Because they're all so traditional, aren't they? Like, she can't really overstep Joe.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you have to. I'm saying you're never going to get told. You're never going to be told, right? As a person, you can never be told anything about anything because you need to learn for yourself, especially about men or about women or partners, whatever you want to have. You're never going to hear from other people that you want what you don't want to hear. But if you are genuinely concerned, wouldn't you just play house until it all shit hits the fan? And
that's exactly what Dolores has done, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's been like, she said to Paul, you have to be friends with him.
Yeah.
Don't sit there. Go and sort that out. Like, what we need to know what's happening.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but you're right. So then everyone's getting dressed. Rachel Fuda's getting her full mug.
No, it's not yet.
No, is it not yet?
We go to the collaborator rolls for pumpkins.
Oh, yeah. I feel like I didn't need this scene.
Well, I want to ask you this question.
Sure.
If you are not talking to your dad.
Yep.
You have 2 small children.
Mm-hmm.
That go to bed.
Yeah.
Why are you having to use code words?
And they go to school.
Why?
Yeah, no, completely not. Absolutely. So pointless. Yeah.
Also, do we think Danielle's penchant for throwing tableware at people is the reason why her brother is no longer talking to her?
You think she fucked up at the wedding?
Yeah. I think she did something to the sister-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
No.
I'm just saying.
But, like, I don't think she's right in this family situation, is she?
No, I just think there's way more.
She's got a fucking short fuse, we are learning.
Very short. Very short.
Yeah, absolutely. I preferred their scene when her daughter was just shouting boner.
What was it anyway? The dad to the Nate and the son were standing next to each other and it was like, you two share a boner or something. And they were
Your
like,
boner to the connection. He was like, no, no, no. She's like, this word doesn't leave this house. I love that grapple for control. And you're like, well, this has happened, but how can I make it happen less? How can I make it so that less people see this?
why does she even know the word? This is why we should allow our kids to socialize with other people.
How old is that boy?
He's old enough to know what a boner is. He's at that stage, I think. I'm entering year 5 now, where sex education becomes a topic of conversation.
I don't think they say boner.
No, they don't. But
I'm not sure anyone in New Jersey fully knows what prostate is or where the prostate is.
Well, because they're milking it.
Yeah, but then the action Jen Aiden was doing, I was like, that's
why are you milking your prostate first off?
Because it can make you like come and come and come.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like that's an unnecessary practice. I understand it. I'm into all kinds of crazy, but I just think that's not something that you say on TV.
But I also think she's not doing that. I'm like,
No,
what you are demonstrating is a hand job.
And that is a thankless and useless task.
But I was like, that's not what you're doing there. But yeah, none of them know.
No.
Where the prostate is, what the prostate is. I was like, oh my word. These people...
I don't think any of them have sex, to be honest.
How have any of them got kids?
IVF. That was me. So hold on. And Nate would have gone to Louis' guys' night?
Yeah, interesting.
Why?
Just because he knows that Danielle is in this she wants to be in it as long as she can, and Teresa is the show.
Interesting take. I'm not mad at that. Okay.
What did you think when she was like, oh yeah, you can be a bit more firm with me?
Stern. I got a bit hot under the collar, I'm not gonna lie. The way he said stern, I was like, okay, let's go. That's where I went. Where did you go?
You know, exactly that. But I just feel like I also feel like this is an empty threat. Like,
yeah, he is not the king of his castle.
No.
She fully wears trousers in that house.
Yeah, he has a nice, easy life because of it.
That's what I'm thinking. He
is happy wife, happy life, the embodiment.
And I think he's a good guy, and I think they have a great marriage.
Yeah.
And I think even if something comes out about both of them stepping out or whatever, I think it's a mutual understanding that they have for each other. And
I think they love each other, man.
I do, but I think if anything ever comes out, I think it's been previously agreed, because I think they're grown. I don't think it's like a bullshit thing. And I think what she said to Jen Aiden was just like
right on the fucking nose, wasn't it?
I'm here for that statement.
I think both of them were entirely right about what pisses them off about the other person.
Oh, 100%. Okay, so now they're all planning their outfits.
They're all planning their outfits. Dolores is wearing something that Paulie bought her in Paris. How many things do you think Paulie would have to buy you before you wore one of them? Like, as in, if you have 1,000 monkeys with 1,000 typewriters, eventually you'll get Shakespeare. Like, if he goes to Paris with money, eventually he'll come back with something that's not...
Well, that was bar one, though. Based on buttons.
Yeah, but I just think he
walked into like a shop that he knows people wear and was like, can I have something for my girlfriend?
Yeah, I just don't believe this idea that he is like, you know, a fashionista.
No.
I also don't believe that he goes to Paris.
No. Well, I think he goes to Paris.
They did go to we saw them go to Paris, didn't we? We saw them all over Instagram. I do.
Yeah, that's true. So then
we go to Teresa's house.
Yeah.
And Louis says that he hopes Margaret's son suffers.
The whole family suffers. Margaret suffers because they're garbage and they're pieces of shit. Wait, hold on. I wrote down what else.
I just think the word suffer.
Yeah.
Say you hoped someone else's child suffered.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. The world is going to hate me for this statement. But in his head, in his warped, steroid-induced, permatan, sweat-infested brain, he thinks that his entire family has suffered tremendously at the hands of Margaret.
Murder it.
Yeah. So in his head, I can understand what he was trying to say. He was trying to say basically an eye for an eye, right?
Yeah.
Those are the things you say out loud.
These aren't the things, and also take a step back. Like, this suffering, whether Margaret is involved or not, is because of your fucked up problems with your ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that Teresa didn't say anything. Like, she's so like, let's leave the kids out of it all the time, isn't she?
Yeah, 100%.
And yet she didn't. She's so like coached and cajoled by him. It's horrible.
But I think also as well, a part of me feels like she's smart in the sense that if she says anything to disagree with what he
said,
no,
she can't, can she?
It's going to blow up online.
Yeah.
People online are going to be like, even Teresa agrees he's out of order.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tomorrow and blah, blah, and she's like, I don't need that smoke.
Yep.
So.
And then we have all the because then we see Melissa and Joe's putting on his dad's watch, and we see all of the black and white and the flashbacks of.
I miss their dad.
Oh.
You remember that time he was just like boiling the giant octopus in the
kitchen? Oh, yeah, like at breakfast time.
Yeah.
Like, this kid is going to school and you're having a 3-pound octopus. What happened? What's happening today? What is the plan?
Fucking love that guy. Love that guy.
And Melissa says it's okay to say it's over. And I'm like, but haven't we said it's over for like years now?
It's okay to say it's over, but yet she still brings up sprinkle cookies. Oh, my argument. Fuck off.
Oh, right. Okay, so Louis is a fucking psychopath. Also, what is with those t-shirts?
Which ones?
That Louis and his son wear. And they're like, what do they say on them? Transcend.
Transcend what?
I don't know. Humanity?
Wait, how am I recording? Yeah. Dude is fucking weird.
He's so ick.
He must be really good in bed. I'm struggling.
I think he's got those like I think you look into his eyes and you get hypnotized.
Like
he does something, or like
Medusa.
Yeah, or like he's got some kind of magnet. Like that's why like it like works on trees. Like I bet he can like make dogs sit still.
But like, what is it Heather Dubrow said one time in a reunion? If enough people tell you you're dead, it's time to lie down. Like, why not? Like, if enough people are telling you this, man, like, no one cares. Like, you're not that amazing. I know, Teresa, I'm obsessed. You're an OG. I love you. I'm obsessed. But, like, you're not that great. It's not like you're Angelina Jolie or you're, like, fucking... I was going to say Jennifer Aniston. I was like, that's a bad comparison. But, like, no one cares.
Yeah.
That you're dating Louis. So why are they trying to take
all of the
you
people
down?
You know are like, oh, this man's awful. Yeah, they're not just trying to ruin your life.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
so then we go to the reveal is that the Last Supper is at Rails.
And it has all of the flashbacks of all of the times that has not gone well. Yet Dolores is still sitting in her confessional saying that the energy is great.
It's great.
And there's
all the natural woods. You can see the birds. You can hear the trains. Well, how soothing.
Although, if we went to Jersey on a road trip, we would go, wouldn't we?
We would have to go. Yeah. We have to go and fucking scream at each other. I'm sort of amazed it's still allowed to exist, like that it's not like inherently dangerous. Just that like you have to cross a fucking railroad.
Yeah, but it's not like a big railroad, it's like a small railroad.
It's not fucking freight trains on it.
No, I think that's just an American train.
Oh, okay.
That's like a commuter train into New York.
That's mad.
Everything is bigger and more aggressive in America, though, isn't it?
Even if you got hit with a small train, I reckon you'd be in trouble. Like, if you get hit by the tube, you die.
Yeah, but there might be like barriers on the other side, either side.
And, like, I'm sure that, and they, yeah. Anyway. I really felt the need to have a martini, like, looking at that whole setup.
Oh, it was a martini moment, wasn't it?
It is. I felt like the martini moments
were not the right choice.
No, it was at minimum apple teeny, wasn't it? Also, I love that Marge came in and she said that she had Hungarian assassin vibes. Yeah. Like, it's so fucking bang on.
Yeah, but no one can beat the way Rachel Fuller looked.
Rachel Fuller was fucking amazing. I mean, Dolores looked amazing.
Okay, let's talk about that. What is Paul doing? When that leaves your house to go out on road to see other people, why are you not securing that shit by putting a ring on it?
Yeah, man, lock it down. Because she's gonna be like, we can't get engaged. You are married.
And I would happily. She could have any man she wants. That bitch.
Oh yes.
She looked insane. Boobs were on point. Bum was insane. Body was on point. Face was beat. She had her red bottoms on. That bitch came to slay.
Oh, I mean, this is how we work. People would kiss the ground she walked on. She looked phenomenal. Unbelievable. Rachel Fuller looks amazing. Danielle looks cheap, but like fine.
I think that's the best she's ever looked, which is
she
scary.
Looked great. She's like inherently who she is though, so she did look a little cheap. I don't understand when Jen Aiden does this like prim wife bullshit.
What, the Versace dress? Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
at least her outfit was real. What was Teresa wearing?
Oh my God, what was that?
That Chanel doesn't make that.
That is like something you buy off a market.
Yeah, that wasn't Chanel. If that was Chanel, I'm upset, and Coco is rolling in her grave.
That is not Chanel. But so I was like, is this a game? Has she been like, I'm so unbothered, I'm not getting dressed up for this?
Well, coming at your house with fake garbs, though, come on.
I don't know. I was like, it's so shit. There must be.
I don't know. It's made me question everything she's ever worn.
I mean, she's really, like, this season, she's not worn any, like, it's all fucking athleisure.
Yeah. The Versace two-piece, though, was...
Yeah, it looked great. But she's like, she's not wearing anything, like, with a zip anymore.
No.
With a fastening. Everything is...
Because she's on Ozempic and she needs stuff that can shrink with her.
Down to her.
As Rachel Fuller said, she's not stressed. That bitch is on Ozempic. I died. Anyway, so I was saying to myself, what could possibly go wrong with putting the people opposite each other that have beef, right? And then as soon as I finished saying that in my head, Teresa walks in and says, I'm not sitting in front of her, talking about Melissa. And I'm like, well, there we go. This is already started. But the first argument starts, it's Jen and Danielle.
Yeah.
And Danielle tries really hard to articulate why she's upset in terms of, you questioned my character, you made it seem like I was stealing from a charity when I wasn't. There was a budget to run the charity event and everything came out of that budget and then everything else went put back into the thing. I think that's perfectly reasonable.
I think it's perfectly reasonable, but Jen is rich, isn't she? And she's rich with not her money. And so she's like, exactly.
We've had this conversation before, haven't we? And I said, and we both said at the time, like, it's really disgusting that she then uses the fact that she happened to stay with a man who cheated on her while she was 9 months pregnant just for the paycheck. And she thinks that that's a good way to live your life.
I think she's winning.
Yeah, 100%. And it's not okay. Look, fine. If she's happy and she claims she's happy, allow her.
She's not happy.
But if she says she is, who are we to judge?
Well, I think you've misrepresented what we're doing here. What the fuck is in my wine? There's like 15 flies in my wine. There's like fruit flies in my bottle of wine.
What are you going to do?
It's in the second glass.
Can you like sieve them out? You're drinking wine. What's the worst that can happen?
I don't know.
You're drinking some flies. You swallow like 4 spiders a year.
Yeah, but can you see how many?
Oh yeah, no, that's a lot. Actually, I can see them all in there.
We're at the good bit. We're so distractible. I'm so sorry. Okay, so yeah. So Jen is like, she just says that you're jealous. And I think there is definitely a kernel of truth in that. Danielle did go into her house and be like, oh my God, I'm so cute. It's so tacky. I love it.
No, but 100%. And I truly believe at that time she was jealous.
Yeah.
And then she got to know Jen and her relationship and realized that actually she has so much more going on. And I think what her statement was when she said, wow, I've lived in Essex for too long. When she made her statement of, you've got 18 bathrooms, but your house is fucking empty.
Yeah.
That's the point. I think that's what pissed Jen off.
Yep.
Because it was the realization that actually she sees past the superficial shit and she sees me. And this is the problem.
I think for Jen, it's the embarrassment. She's like, she thinks she's keeping up the pretense. And Danielle, who's, like, not the brightest penny, was like, I can see you. I can see right in here. We can all see in.
Yeah.
I mean, but she's saying that it was edited out and Danielle came for Bill Aiden.
She did come for Bill Aiden.
When she said that he didn't like her.
Yeah. Well,
she didn't say anything just like mean for the sake of being mean about him.
But that's what got edited out, right? She said something mean?
She's saying, yes, she came for my husband, but she hasn't said what supposedly she said.
Well, she came for your husband by saying that your husband doesn't like you.
Yeah.
And Nate came for the husband as well in the earlier episode when he was like, that's why Bill sleeps in the pool.
In the poolhouse and works 100 hours a week. Whew, fair.
And then
she comes for Nate.
Nate's boobs. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Danielle's like, no, I'm not fucking having it.
And throw stuff.
Yes.
Do you think Danielle is doing these random acts of violence because she thinks it's going to get her the same notoriety as Teresa's table flip?
I think she thinks it's good TV. I don't think it's like a push for her though.
No, I think it's who she is to her core.
I think it's who she is, but I think she sees who she is in New Jersey.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect meeting of the minds.
I just think it's really bizarre that that's her go-to when she's on TV.
Yeah, that you would have been like
behind closed doors.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, why is she still allowed to be on TV?
Yeah.
Shouldn't she have been like on a ban or paused or fired or something?
Oh, good to watch.
But then Monique and Candice, like, despite everyone's doing this whole black girls get treated differently in Bravo, yes, I agree that they do to a certain extent. But also as well, Monique sat and did the reunion. Mm-hmm. Monique sat and did all the stuff after she physically assaulted Candice. And they had the sit down with Giselle with the body.
Yeah.
Fun shit. So there is sort of like,
they're quite flexible rules, aren't they?
I think if you physically attack someone, I think even the Portia and the Kenya thing where they attacked each other on the reunion stage and they chose to air it.
Yeah.
That's the other point as well. Bravo doesn't have to air this stuff. They make the choice.
Yeah, because we lap it up.
Yeah, no, I get it. From a viewer and from a ratings production standard point of view, I get it. But I think that's why, as well as fans, you have to understand that it's not a personal choice. They're not doing it because they prefer one cast over the other. They're doing it because it fucking sells the TV show.
Which does, man.
Let it go. See it for what it is. Sometimes everything a big fucking deal. Sometimes people are just angry and they want to throw shit.
Okay, but that's the touch paper for Teresa and Melissa. So this is like insane. Nobody asked for this argument and they just go for it. And it's just suddenly,
Well, how can Melissa call Teresa white trash when she's married to Teresa's brother who grew up in the same house as Teresa? So is she not white trash?
No, I've heard this logic and I don't think it holds any water.
Oh, all right. I think I have 2 pence.
I just think, she can like disapprove of all of the things that Teresa's done. Like it's I think it's fine. I don't think it's right, but I think the logic in Melissa's head works.
Okay.
Because she's sort of saying her behavior and like the behavior since then and in that time, and like maybe that I think she kind of has this kind of like savior complex, doesn't she? Like she's rescued Joe and she's brought him into the bosom of her beautiful family.
Right.
Okay. He's like uplifted him.
Okay. Okay. I see it from that angle now. Okay, I get it. But can we talk about how they both had that weird pose off? And like, what was that?
I don't know what that was.
I thoroughly enjoyed all of the commentary on the internet when it was like your fish in the freezer that you've not eaten for days, or like the blow up doll that Joe Gorga brings to parties, and like all these different, like I thoroughly enjoyed all of it.
I thought it had real Ramona vibes.
Yes, Ramona, of course.
I was like, what are we doing here?
We're doing the Ramona.
But we just so quickly just went, and like, I just love, like, because Teresa was like, oh no, we can't do that. Like, we can't, like implying that we can't throw things. I'm like, come on now.
We saw you throw stuff at Teresa. And we've seen Teresa throw stuff. So
Yeah.
let's not.
Absolutely. It's this, they're so quickly just right on the tip of the tongue, like, you're a whore, you're trash. Like, wow, tell us what you really think.
Yeah. And then Danielle and Rachel and Dolores kind of move away, and Jen tries to get Danielle kicked out by production.
Yeah, because initially Rachel has Teresa starts kind of mouthing up, and Rachel's like, this is not about you right now, Teresa.
No, Danielle says that to her.
Yes. Sorry, yes.
I was just like, okay.
Oh, you're talking to the teacher.
Yeah, look at you go. Good for you. I love that.
And I love Dolores in this, pull you, she was doing really, pull your stuff together. It's going to be okay, right? Come on, come into the bathroom. We're going to sort your makeup out. It's going to be okay. Just pull it together.
Yeah. And then Danielle was like, I'm trying.
I know. You're doing really well.
It was too much. And then Jeff Fessler was like, I can't cope with this level of disgusting behavior. I am out. I know you guys are used to it, but I am not. I am done. Yes, Jen Fessler.
Absolutely. Time to make your exit, man.
But I think
power.
This is what's making her a great addition to the show, because she's perplexed that
she's talking to us.
Yeah.
Going, are you seeing this? This is not right.
She's perplexed, befuddled, discombobulating. She's all of the fun English words that can describe someone being awkwardly uncomfortable with the shit that is hitting the fan right about now. And I just love the fact that she's just like, I don't need to be here.
Nobody's eating lunch, so I'm going.
Yeah. And also as well, as fans, even though she keeps leaving major events because of the altercations that are happening, I still want to see her next season.
Oh, yeah. She's not disengaged. She's so fun.
I fucking love Jen Fessler. I really do. She's great. All right, let's go.
So then it's Marge and the negotiation,
Teresa.
And now it's Marge and Teresa. And Marge is changing the story slightly. Marge is so clever because she is not innocent by 1,000 years.
Yeah. But they say they both go on facts.
They both go on facts. And this is the problem with Teresa's argument, isn't it? They did have the smear campaign. They did do all this weird shit.
Yeah, but you can't, but Teresa also doesn't understand that the catalyst of all of this situation was because she was digging dirt on Margaret first.
Yeah.
That's exactly, and this is the thing. It's like, people are like, why is Dolores always Switzerland? Why is Dolores not backing Teresa up? Why is she blah, blah, blah? I'm like, because Dolores sees it for what it is.
Yeah.
She sees both of them going tit for tat and causing absolute dramas and fucking bullshit for both of them. And being like, how can you sit there and tell me you're upset about her doing that when you've done the exact same fucking thing?
Absolutely. And the fucking, but this is the thing with Teresa, isn't it? You can't be violent. You can't judge someone on their past. And then oh, you married a plumber. As opposed to a fucking crook. And that pisses everyone right off, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. I can't. It's too much. It is too much.
But Rachel's right on that. She's like, what's wrong with being a plumber?
So Teresa is convinced that the reason why when they subpoenaed Marge and she didn't show up is because she knew that they could prove that Marge was lying and all of this drama was caused by Marge. But the actual crux of it, from what I gathered from it, was because Marge was protecting Jackie.
Oh, I think she just didn't want to go. I don't think she was protecting Jackie. I think she was just like, I'm not going there. I don't think there was some deep-rooted, loyalty to Jackie in there, but maybe that's a nice thought. All right,
I like your version better, so let's stick with that. And then it was the whole.
But what crazy bullshit in this thing of whatever's happening with Louis and his ex, that there's all this rumor and bullshit. It's all going through the courts. These are one of these things where I just think, I bet someone is sitting in a courtroom being like, how dare you waste my fucking time with this crap? Sort this shit out.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk to each other? Don't fucking talk to each other.
But I love the way production was really shady in this sense. So they kept tapping into Jackie's confessionals where Jackie's like, yeah, it was a takedown meeting, even though I kept saying it wasn't a takedown meeting.
I said
I
it
was
wasn't
trying to
'cause-
protect
yeah.
Marge. But now it was a takedown meeting, and I'm just like, even still, I still didn't see what the fuck was about to happen coming.
No, I mean, absolutely not.
Production
then-
were giving us all of the
They were
clues.
literally telling us, they were making us a sign. And then Marge is like, no, Jackie spoke to the ex. Oh, and everyone's face.
Jackie had the ex in her house. That is 10 times worse.
Her
It was the absolute stone cold, bold faced, lying defense of herself that got me with Jackie. I was just like,
how can you say that, Margaret?
fuck off. I would never fucking do that. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, do you know what? Maybe she's right. Maybe Marge is just being a cunt. And then
Melissa's like, be honest because she'll have evidence. And then it's like,
okay, I did meet with her. And then the whole table is like, wait, what?
they're like between Jennifer Aiden and Danielle and Rachel, they are like giddy, like, oh my God.
And then they're all having conversations like enemy, you know, like that saying, was it the enemy?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah. So like Melissa
That's
and
not right. No,
Aiden.
you don't think that's right? No, I'm gonna just say this one person. Yeah, this is not right. This is not okay. This is the shit, man. This is what we're arguing about.
Yeah. And I was just like, wait. And then the other people are kicking and they're all thinking, and like,
Teresa says, "Mark the fucking word."
Teresa's still arguing with Marge.
She's like, and then
You leaked all the stuff. Marge is just like, what? Bitch, I just told you.
and Jennifer Aiden's there like, no, it's gonna take her a few days to process. I'm like, that's your friend, man.
Can you imagine what she says behind their back?
You can see it in front of her face. She can't understand.
Oh.
And they say, like, we asked you point blank at Teresa's house. Danielle's like, I literally asked you, like, do you know any of this?
And she said no.
She was like, no.
And Danielle's like in awe of how she was able to do that. I love
She is
Danielle's
in awe.
barb when she walked out and she was just like, and this is who you let in your friend group.
Mm-hmm. But then it's my favorite line of Marge being like, you've been at the wrong bitch. And then Teresa says she's fine.
Oh, yeah.
She's
I can
fine with
understand
that.
why she did it.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, but I still don't think she gets it.
She doesn't get it, and she's digging her heels in. She's come here to be mad at Marge.
Yeah.
Marge is the body. Louis told her Marge is the body. And Marge represents bad things, doesn't he, to Louis? Like, she is an independent, educated woman.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Yeah.
need to be told. All of those things, she'll do what she fucking likes.
Yeah.
A house of her own design. She's not conforming. Teresa's desperate to conform.
Oh. And then they all leave.
And then they leave. So then Jackie leaves.
And it actually looked like she shit her pants. The way she was walking, it actually looked like she filled her pants up hot. Like, I was looking at it like, that
She's
is
so
insane.
panicked. She's so panicked. And Laura's like, she's shit her pants.
Yeah.
She's shitting her pants right now. And then they show you that. That was such great editing of her waddling away like she did shit. And then she like gets to the corner and sees the other one just like ripped.
Backs that shit back up real quick. Oh, she's the prime, like I was saying earlier, she's the prime example of what you shouldn't do
Yeah.
when you're trying to be an adult female in a friend group.
If you want to be friends with people, don't try and play them.
But she did all of it.
Very good rule for being friends. People don't like to be played. People don't like to be seen as currency.
And you've got to be honest.
Yeah.
You have, and don't. I think what she's actually really upset about, I think the core fundamental thing that she's actually deeply upset about is that these uneducated, dumb
They have
New Jersey
outsmarted
bitches
her.
have outsmarted her.
Yeah.
And I think that is what's upset Jackie.
It has really upset her.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely.
She thought she was smarter than all of them.
Oh,
But she's
completely.
not.
And she made that really, really clear really early on. And
Yeah.
Margaret was like, noted.
But I think the problem is with Jackie is that she never had the same childhood as the rest of them.
She has no street smart.
No, that's the thing. They all grew up with friend groups and peer groups and managing conflict and going through all of that. But by all accounts, she had 2 friends in high school. She didn't have that kind of ability to navigate those social groups of women and all the rest of it. So she's trying to play it in an adult way, and it's not going to work. You have to be childish. And sorry, but you do.
But you also have to be able to read it, don't you? You have to know that if you're gonna treat people like a game, then you're gonna get hurt because people don't like that. So then we're just
what do you think?
Everyone leaves, and like Dolores is just sitting there. And
the Godfather moment.
The Godfather moment saying that there was 0% resolution. Like, correct. And she says they're no longer family. It's like a death. And just, it's like beautiful. It's beautifully framed. And then we see the train going and it fades to black. And oh, it's just such symbolism.
We didn't even get the preview for the reunion episode.
No, because
like they just ended the episode. Like there was no.
Well, because now we're in the 3rd stage of trying to have a conversation where it just is the same rows over and over again, or the 74th time that we've had. So like, I can. Do you see why they're not having a reunion?
Yeah, I can, because it wouldn't go well. And he was just sitting there getting upset.
Yeah,
and I think the Bravo universe needs to understand that is why. I know they're all like, it's ending, that's why they're not doing a reunion, they're trying to cancel it. But I think, like you just pointed it out so clearly, that their behaviour this season is exactly why a reunion wouldn't have gone anywhere.
It will be absolutely nothing. It'll be the same. And it's like, if they're not going to sit and be civil for Dolores.
Yeah.
They're not going
to. Do you think Bravo said to them, if we put you in a room and get you to sit together and you can have a civilised conversation, we'll have the reunion. If not, we're not doing it. And that's why a certain key members of the cast were trying really hard to stop the beef from happening. Like,
maybe
to stop the escalation, because they're newbies and they're worried about their place on the show. Whereas the OG's like, fuck it, we're going hard.
Yeah, maybe. I think Dolores doesn't want it to be over, but I think she's like mother.
Fine, but God,
she's like mother enough now, isn't she? That people in production are being like, you have got to lead this.
Yeah.
Because we cannot have this. We cannot have 2 entirely separate worlds where we film Teresa only in her kitchen.
Yeah.
And everyone else doing everything else. It just won't work. You on the bridge.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
My God. It was amazing. I loved it. I think I don't even mind if it's the end of an era. Because I don't think it's the end. I think there'll be more things in New Jersey. I don't think we've seen the end of all of them. I think we've very potentially seen the end of Melissa and Marge and Jackie.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll be upset if Jersey ends.
I don't think it'll end.
It's one of my favourite franchises. Like, it's awful. It's always been awful. The drama's always been big. It's always been horrendous. But there's something special about those ladies that I get so excited when
I love it.
Starting.
I love everything about it. I love the aesthetics of their kitchens, like all of it. Like, it's so on the nose.
Oh, well.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well, that was our holiday break special.
Yeah, we had to come back together from holidays to talk about this. Tell us if you agree with us.
Let us know your thoughts on the finale. How are you feeling? Anything we didn't cover that you want us to talk about?
I'm almost not sure if I really even care about the reunion.
I do. I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to watch it, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'll learn anything.
No, nothing new's coming from it. No. Absolutely not.
So we'll
be back on Bank Holiday Monday. Our next episode will be released.
Excellent.
Maybe. I don't know.
Could be. Watch this space.
Yeah, it'll be in a couple of weeks anyway. But yeah. But otherwise, keep in contact on socials. We're always around.
And I hope you're having a lovely summer. We'll speak to you all soon. Bye.
Bye.